If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
And I'm not sure if the WNBA is ready for the ramifications of what has just been unleashed, which is the Swifties joining CCFC.
Angel Reese launched her podcast hoping it would elevate her brand, but the move has sparked unexpected backlash. Instead of boosting her popularity, the show has stirred controversy, especially among Taylor Swift supporters, many of whom are now siding with Caitlin Clark. The surprising reaction has created a ripple effect across the women's basketball world.
Angel Reese has her podcast, Unapologetically Angel. And on her podcast, she had a guest, Kayla Nicole, who is the ex-girlfriend of Travis Kelce, who obviously dates Taylor Swift, right? I mean, I think everybody knows that. You don't have to know anything, you know.
Reese tried to spark buzz for her podcast by bringing on Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelce's former girlfriend, as her opening guest. But instead of the boost she expected, the move triggered frustration from Taylor Swift's fanbase. Many Swifties saw the guest choice as indirect shade toward their favorite star, and the reaction quickly turned into a wave of criticism Reese didn't anticipate.
Do you know what fans you do not want to piss off? In this world, you don't want to piss off the Swifties. She's pissed off the Swifties. She is pissed off the non-Swifties.
What no one expected was the chain reaction that followed. The podcast controversy ended up bringing two massive fan groups together, Taylor Swift supporters and Caitlin Clark fans. United, they've become an influential force that's quickly gaining momentum. Their combined energy is taking over social media and shifting the way people are talking about women's basketball.
More Swifties are joining Caitlin FC by the second. Oh, it's so over for the league. Swifties becoming Caitlin Clark stans is such a W.
Swifties are known for their fierce loyalty and massive online presence, and now they've stepped into the women's basketball conversation. Angel Reese is learning just how intense things can get when one of the world's largest fan bases shifts its focus. Joined by Caitlin Clark supporters, their combined voice is fueling the backlash and creating a challenge Reese likely didn't see coming.
You know there are some people, like, just in life, you know there are some people you don't want to piss off. Like, you know it's not going to end up well for you. There are some people you don't joke about because you know it's not going to end well for you. You know there are some people you don't want on your bad side because it's not going to end well for you.
Reese's episode with Kayla Nicole became the breaking point. Many fans felt her remarks about liking the idea of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce as a couple came off the wrong way. That single moment put her under the spotlight of the Swifties, who quickly transformed the conversation around her podcast into a heated online clash.
Angel Reese has her on the podcast. She talks about Travis Kelce, and the Swifties are unleashed. And they first start going for Angel. And, you know, Angel can handle herself in that space, I guess, a little bit. And she posts this, Hayton Pays Too, about it. And she's ready for the onslaught. She's painting her nails to get ready to rock and roll with the Swifties.
Swifties aren't just any fan base. They're known for being deeply dedicated, organized, and quick to analyze anything involving Taylor Swift. When they discovered Reese's podcast, many interpreted her remarks as subtle disrespect towards Swift. The reaction grew fast, with Swifties calling out Reese and accusing her of stepping out of line with those comments.
And on the podcast, you know, this is a small sampling of what was said.
You guys will see each other, like, are you guys cool? I mean, I would probably like hit him with a head nod. We've seen each other.
So there's respect.
We've seen each other in public spaces, but I think that we're both aware of the nature of his new situation, that there's just no room really for us to communicate or acknowledge each other publicly without it being spun into something crazy. So we just keep it moving.
Why weren't you guys together?
As Swifties continued looking through Reese's online history, they uncovered something unexpected. An older post from Caitlin Clark welcoming Taylor Swift to the Kansas City Chiefs fandom. That find instantly made Clark a favorite in the eyes of many Swift supporters, strengthening their support for her even more.
The Swifties, there are a lot of them, and they're in mass. So Reese is ready. She's hunkered down. She's ready to take on whatever comes with Taylor Swift's fans. However, Taylor Swift's fans also unearthed this old Caitlin Clark post. I guess this happened around the time that she started dating Travis Kelce, which meant she was a Chiefs fan, and Caitlin Clark is a Chiefs fan. And Caitlin Clark writes, "Taylor Swift, welcome to the good side, Chiefs Kingdom." All right, so we know Caitlin is supporting Taylor Swift. Not a shock. I think we've known that for a long time.
That discovery sparked a major reaction. Swifties quickly threw their support behind Clark, joining forces with her existing fan base. Almost overnight, Reese found herself facing a rapidly expanding wave of unified supporters backing Clark. The influence and size of this combined fandom is something rarely seen in women's sports.
However, the old post is being resurfaced and boosted as Caitlin Clark fans and Taylor Swift fans start to become one, which would equate to the largest fan base perhaps in the history of the universe. And you see like various posts out there. I mean, look, it's just an online sampling, but I found it amusing. This person says, Tay 013. I might start standing. Where do I start?
The pushback toward Reese has been intense. Many Swifties and Clark supporters have taken to social media to criticize her podcast, poke fun at her posts, and question her intentions. Some online voices are even framing this as a larger cultural clash, one that Reese may not have expected, especially given the huge influence Taylor Swift's fan base can have.
It's effed up, according to Sir Charles, the Caitlin Clark situation. But I will preface this by saying, yes, the league did, but Caitlin Clark and her play and her teammates' play have straightened it. Here's Charles.
These ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan, they cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. People believe what we say on television. Just because people don't like.
This surprising alliance is doing more than just creating online chatter. It's boosting Caitlin Clark's profile while putting Reese on the defensive. Clark's social media following has surged, further cementing her status as an emerging star, while Reese's online presence appears to be taking a noticeable hit.
If you do have a bunch of Swifties who all of a sudden became Caitlin Clark fans, that's a problem for any other fan base in any fan debate. I don't know if they're actually sticking around or they're just making a show of it online.
Ironically, Reese's podcast is seeing a spike in views and ratings, but not in the way she intended. Instead of gaining admiration, she's become a target for online ridicule. Meanwhile, Clark is reaping the benefits of the growing support, showing just how fast fortunes can shift in the world of social media.
Meanwhile, there's the Angel end of it, and she's caught some blowback for the podcast itself. It's just a podcast. She's just 22 years old. I really didn't get myself the point of the booking, but maybe there was an audience for it. Obviously, it got to the Taylor Swift fan base, so I'm sure the views on the particular episode are going to go up. And I don't want this to turn into like anything serious of like, actual fighting amongst fan bases, and we've had enough of Caitlin Clark fans fighting with Angel Reese fans.
This saga underscores the immense influence fan communities wield in today's sports world. The alliance between Swifties and Clark supporters is transforming women's basketball, elevating new stars and shaping public perception like never before. Meanwhile, Reese is left wondering, what about me?
I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening here. Caitlin Clark was going to get eyeballs whether she played against Angel Reese in LSU or not.
The infamous hand wave from the NCAA championship is back in the spotlight amid this controversy. Angel Reese's taunting gesture toward Caitlin Clark during the game is being re-examined, with many viewing it as a pivotal moment that continues to follow her career.
But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
The rivalry between Reese and Clark highlights a new era in women's basketball, where public image is as important as on-court performance. Reese leans into controversy to stay relevant, while Clark focuses on authenticity and excellence, earning widespread admiration. The involvement of Swifties and Clark's growing fan base has amplified her rise, drawing new audiences to the sport and reshaping its narrative. This dynamic shows how fan communities now play a powerful role in shaping careers, media attention, and the future of women's basketball.